Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today I'm taking part in the Team Tiny August 2023 Hop. And this month, our theme was back to basics. So I thought about what kind of cards I made when I first started card making and things and supplies that I had. And I had a few stamp sets and some pattern paper, so I thought I would come up with something. So I went to Pinterest to find inspiration, as a lot of times I do, and I came across a sketch that was using strips of pattern paper. So I opted to go with that design because I figured a lot of people may have pattern paper and limited stamp sets. I will show you some different options at the end if you don't have a lot of stamp sets that you could use to make something similar. So I'm just taking these 1-inch wide strips of pattern paper that are just from my stash. You could customize this to any type of card that you wanted to make by just changing up your pattern paper. And I'm adhering it to a card panel using some wet glue. The card panel itself is 4 by 5 1/4. If you wanted to adhere this directly to your card base and skip the card panel, you could totally do that. You would just need to make your strips a little bit wider so that they would take up your entire card panel, because I did this specifically for this 4-inch panel, knowing that the 4 of them would just need to be the 1 inches apiece. So now that I have my pattern paper adhered down, I'm just going to take my big scissors and cut off the excess so that everything is flush. And then I will clean up my mess and take the blue panel, which I left this mistake in. I wasn't paying attention when I got filming. I get into what I'm doing and wasn't even thinking that I left this panel bigger than I need it to be. So I do my stamping where I want the designs to be, but end up when I go to adhere it, I don't have it anywhere where I can center it because I miscalculated how I do that. But thankfully, the paper has 2 sides, so I will redo that. But I did leave this in just to show that mistakes happen, usually through the magic of editing. A lot of us crafters just cut all of that out so that you don't see that and think that we have it down and know what we're doing. But a lot of times there's a lot of flub ups as we go through this process, and you just have to wing it and find a way to fix it. So while I'm doing some stamping, and then I will re-stamp it on the flip side and get to coloring with some colored pencils, I just wanted to talk to you about the hop for Team Tiny this month. Like I said, our topic was back to basics, so we wanted to, go back to when we first started stamping and techniques and things that people may want more information on or to see, or simple card ideas. If you're new to stamping, or if you're not, even if you've been stamping for a while or making cards and you have something that you'd like to see, feel free to leave comments down below. I'm sure that even if I'm not able to do it, somebody in the group might have an expertise in what you're looking for, and we could point you in the right direction. I'm always usually pretty willing to try to find ways to, if people request things for me, so that I can do that for you to show you how it's done if it's something I know how to do. But Team Tiny is a group of YouTube creators. We come together at least once a month to do a hop. We pick a specific theme and to try to grow our channels. We come together to support each other and try to get our content out to different viewers. So we appreciate it if you like what you see. If you want to subscribe, comment, we all really appreciate the engagement in our videos. We do spend some time on these, and so it's nice to get the feedback from everybody. It's a hashtag driven hop, so the hashtag is going to be in the description box of this video, and I usually put it in the title of my video as well. So you just have to click on that hashtag and all of the people participating in the hop should come up. YouTube's been a little wonky lately, so you may have to scroll through some unrelated videos to get to everyone, so I say keep looking. I don't know what's going on lately with YouTube, but that is something we've been struggling with. If you are a content creator who makes cards or paper crafts and you would like to join us, I will leave a link to our Facebook group. You're more than welcome. And the only thing that I ask is that you answer all of the questions, or we will deny access to the group. They're just 3 simple questions, no big deal. But that is a step that we look for before we accept somebody into the group, kind of keep from having robots or different people try to join. So now that I've done my restamping and I cut the panel down closer to the size of my card panel this time, I have restamped it, and I'm using just some black ink, and I got these colored pencils that I have not used in forever. Prismacolor pencils, I believe they are. And I just took a few colors that to me matched the colors in the pattern paper that I have, and I'm just coloring in these balloons. Nothing fancy, no shading, it's just slapping down some color. And then once I have that done, I am going to adhere that to the bottom of this card panel with the pattern paper on it using some wet glue. And then I will take my scissors and trim off the little bit that I didn't cut very straight. I mean, honestly, never been something that I'm very good at. Gracie's saying hello to everyone because heaven forbid I'm not paying attention to her, so she needs to make herself known. So I'm going to get that, and I'm just pulling it to make sure that it's flush to the bottom of that card panel, and then I will trim off the excess, and I'm going to adhere that using some wet glue to a standard A2 size card panel. And then before I leave you for today, I am just going to show you a few options that I pulled out of my stash. If you didn't happen to have stamps, you're just getting started, you don't have stamps ready, but you had some ephemera or some sentiment strips, these could be options instead of the stamping. If you had pattern paper, you could definitely substitute that. So I'm just going to show you a couple of items that I have. I hope that you will check out everyone that's in this hop and show them some love. Again, if you have any questions or projects that you'd like to see, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I do have some content that I have planned for the near future, a Halloween and a Christmas series, so I hope you'll stay tuned for that. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.